Hello there. Well, it's Friday, and we've got the mystery person who sent the mystery radios in came forwards and told me who the mystery person. It turns out they've been sent in by a third party, and that's what had caused the confusion when I'd searched the emails. Had no idea. So, Midland 78 plus multi. With no transmitted audio. It's one of those. Hopefully it's the amber one because they work better than the blue ones. Receive audio but no transmit. So we don't have pallies for these, so it's crocodile clip time. It's the blue one, so it's the current model. Right, plug it into the test equipment. Are we going to place any bets for what power it's doing? About 2.7 watts. Okay. We're all ready to go. Channel 20, UK. And after the usual delay, it's doing 2.7 watts. Channel 1. I'll optimise this. I'll optimise this on channel 1. So we're going to go. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to channel. Yeah, it's doing 3.1 watts. Channel 1 CPT. So we'll put that as channel 1 UK, like that, so it's fair. I'm going to press the emergency button. So go down to channel 1, and it's doing 2.85. Let's call it 2.9. And then channel 40, 2.7. And we'll go to channel 1 for our transmit current, 1.18. Transmitted audio. While it does have transmitted audio, it's showing us 1 kilohertz on the test set. Testing 1, 2, 3. I'm on the wrong channel, aren't I? Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, I mean, he certainly needs servicing, doesn't he? He's probably got a duff mic, or it's so quiet that he thought it was faulty. Frequency. It's been on about half an hour. Go over to camera 2. Is picture in picture on? No, picture in picture's not on. But it is now. Camera 2. I'm going to put this to channel 20 for this. Seven 91089. I can't remember whether it's adjustable on these. Soon we'll find out, won't we? That's absolutely fine. we'll do channel 1 for the sensitivity test, so we're in the middle of the band. So I'll change this to 2760125. He didn't say whether he wanted it UK only or whether he wanted CPT, and because of that we'll just do it over the 80 channels. Right. Well, I can't hear anything about you. So it's receiving. So what did he say? Service, receive audio, but not transmit audio. Which is the way around. I can hear it. Strangled. Plug extension speaker. Duff speaker, isn't it? Okay, so we'll go through the sensitivity with it plugged into the test set. Go over to the synod meter. These usually work well, which is why we previously used them as our test radios. Let's have a look. $12 dB. So we're doing this on UK channel 1 is 0.74. .68. Oh, not quite 1. It's 3 actually. Squelch. So squelch to full. It's 3 microvolts. Sorry, 3 millivolts. Let's just get more accurate. It's not. It's 2.6 millivolts. Hopefully we can make it less coarse. Let's see what the sensitivity is. Set squelch on the radio to threshold. Signal generator back on. .8. I think these were the last sets with adjustable meters. So put in 100 microvolts and we get not quite S9. So S9 is 500 and no, it's not. It's 150. It's 170 microvolts. And our transmit meter is whopping across at 4, even though the radio's doing a lot less than that. Meter lamp works, switches work, potentiometers work, and not doesn't have that. And there we go. We'll open it up. screws in the back. So my advice with speakers in radios, always try and use an extension speaker wherever possible, especially if you're in a noisy diesel vehicle, because the limited amount of you're going to get out of these speakers is such that they end up burning out. I think we're going to have to take the other back screw out. I think you've kind of got to do a bit of a clamshell to it. I will do AM as well. He's not asked me to do that, but I will for the demonstration. I'm beginning to think that that's it's working now. It's the switch, isn't it? So we'll clean that up. Okay. Well, we'll start by putting it on frequency, and then I'll have to go and do something else. Whilst I'm away, I'll get the service note. Put it back to channel 20. So we know where we are, 27,79125. That'll do nicely. Right, come back to it. So, a bit later on, let's just check we've got our transmit in the correct position. So we're still on the 3 watt scale. Yep, they're in the right position. We've got one under there. Yeah, we'll ask this every time. Oh, got a 0.1 more. Right, let's just do the transmit power. That brings us up to 4 watts. Now let's go through the channels. Channel 40 UK is 3.8 watts. Channel 1 UK is 4 watts. Channel 1 CPT 4.3. Let's put down 4.2. Right, back to UK channel 1. Current consumption is now 1.375. Right, we'll get plugged into our other test set. No, I won't, because I only put it on 2 minutes ago. We'll come back to all that as we will with AM. Let's get on with what we can with the receive. So UK channel 1, and we need to plug. Oh look, we've got no receive again. I'm beginning to think there's a dry joint rather than. Okay. "100 microvolts. See if he's got an FM detector. What do our notes say?" So that's our FM detector. Let's put the oscilloscope on. A little bit out there. Go back to cyanide. See whether we can get another few little tiny bits out of it. Wow, that was out. Good grief, he'll think he's got a new pair of ears when he gets this back. Do AM in a bit. I'll tell you what, we'll do AM now whilst the other test set's warming up. If I can just remember how we do it. Is it that and that? Is it that and that? It is. That'll do me. E. Okay, so we're now in AM channel 1. Let's go to AM at channel 1. There we go. Let's put the oscilloscope on. Extension speaker back in. "100 microvolts, let's look at AM detector. That's there. Just for the record, the AM sensitivity, which is never as good as FM, is just under 1 microvolt at 0.9 for 12 dB cyanide. So we'll go to FM. I'll go back to UK to do that, because we would be using channel 40 if we're doing it CPT. I don't want to do a sensitivity test on channel 1, but for the record, it's 0.48 microvolts for FM. So we'll just kind of bear that in mind. So I've done that. We need to do AM mod. So we'll do AM mod, and then we're out of the way and go back to UK channels. Now, unplug the speaker. Still doing the same power, it's about 4.3, it's a bit high, but in order to get 4 watts on UK, unfortunately that's where it is. Mind you, it will soon drop off after a few seconds as it warms up. So, let's see whether we can tune this in. Go over to the main meter. It's here somewhere. Wallow. It's actually right. It's wallow. It's just over 90%. Full scale deflection is 90%. We don't need to adjust it. If we did, then it's the preset there. We're not touching that. That's covered by AM stuff. Right, we'll put the set back on UK channels. That didn't work, did it? Right, so now we're back on UK. We'll now have to reset this to 27,60125. And we'll look at the sensitivity. And it's 0.35. That's an improvement. For 10 dB, 0.31. For 20 dB, well, he's still struggling. He's still struggling to do 20. .75. That's just internally generated noise there that's causing that. It's not like it's faulty. Squelch. Let's do that while we're here. So I won't be able to squelch out. I want the squelch at full to be 100 microvolts to open. That's a better way of phrasing it. we're not touching that, by the way, which is to do with the second harmonic, so we need to use the spectrum analyzer. The set's not being messed with, and I don't want to add another layer of cost. There we go. Now it's too wishy-washy. That's where I want it. Show you the attenuator. So at 30, oh, it's just a bit too weak at that. So 100 microvolts, it's opening. So at minimum squelch, set that. It's coming in at 0.3. So while we're faffing with that, we'll do the RF meter. So it's one of the last sets to have an adjustable RF meter. Unless I'm talking out of my hat and it doesn't, but it certainly has to transmit one. RX meter is there. So at the moment we're at 5 for an S9 signal. We'll just turn that till we get S9. Just like that. Can we ever see plus 30 happen? No. Anyway, that's adjusted that. Transmit meter. So we were reading 4 when it was ridiculous, so that really needs to come down. It was reading 4 when it was doing 2 point something, wasn't it? There we go, that's a bit more truthful. Right, so it just remains to do deviation, so I think our other test set will be ready. Switch picture in picture off because there's no picture of that. Oh, creak, I've still my leg problem. Right, here we go. Wow, here's 1.2. So there's deviation. Wallow. 2.4. It's not going to be more than that, but that's fine. Okay. So the set's done. It needed doing as well. But we've got no receive audio. And I'm glad it's off. Ah, look. So is it a broken speaker? Or is it a broken something else? What I'm going to do, it could be a break just here, in the speaker wire that I can't see. Put the soldering iron on. We've got one of these we need to sell, to be honest. The one we used to have in the test car. I mean, that looks to me like it's I've tried that end, but it looks to me like it's the actual bit that goes into the speaker. Let's take the speaker out. Right, back into record. Change the speaker. That's the one we've taken out. It's a cheap Chinese one. There's still a £5. The Monaco ones we used to use are like £16 each. Nobody's going to want to pay that. And the problem with this one is it's 2.5 inch. So it's not like I can find something we can recover off a scrap AM set, because they're 3-inch speakers usually, the traditional ones. These speakers have gone smaller, and there's the word crapper. Better make sure. Well, there we go. So whenever possible, use an extension speaker. Now all we've got to do is try and put this back together. Oh, it went back together. Nothing to see that side, is there? Well, he's going to notice such a big difference. I mean, to get 4 watts instead of 0. So what was it? 3 point? No, it was 2 point something, wasn't it? And then to get all that deviation from where it was at 1.4, and then to improve the receive so dramatically, it's going to be a real cracker. We've got another one in from him, which is a Maxcom 4E, which we're doing a couple of days. Tomorrow I'll do a repair for a different customer, and could be a Maxcom 7E in the batch from the other customer. We'll have to look. This customer is also sent a Midland 3001 as a donation, so we'll be also doing that and then plugging it on as our repeater funding thing if we actually get anything out of it. So, one more screw to go. We'll run through the channels and see if we can hear any of the Nottingham Burner Brigade. I will send a knackered speaker back with it. So, oh, there's one more thing to do. His mic. Customer's own mic, because I don't know whether, of course, he's got a mic problem with his. He was reporting no transmit audio, wasn't he? In fact, we had no receive audio and very quiet transmit audio. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. We've got a crackly mic lead, haven't we? Or we've got a noisy switch. We don't do mic repairs. I keep saying this every time I do a mic repair. You can go out and buy another mic. I mean, as you know, we had Midland 78s in all the vehicles, and I think because I had the amber one as well, I think in the 5 years that we had the amber ones and the blue ones, I've had to replace 2 mics out of 3 vehicles. So they're not lasting, are they? Right, we'll get some switch cleaner on that. Just in case it's the switch. I'll just switch it off because I want to work the switch cleaner in. And I don't want to be going transmit, ruining the radio, which is what would happen. So, let's hope that's it, or else I'll be ordering a new mic from someone. You've got to be able to monitor yourself when you're involved with CB radio. Hence the walkie-talkie. You've got to have something like that to be able to hear what's going on. If somebody says, "Oh, you can't hear you properly," you know, well, can we? You know, it doesn't have to be something swish like that. And portable, it can be, you know, an old Harvard 020 with 2 channels. You do need to be able to hear yourself. Even a transistor radio with extended coverage would help. See if it makes it any different. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. We have Mike Russell on that. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. So if you're careful, it's okay, but there is a mic rustle. It needs a new mic. There is one final thing we could check, and that's pins. I don't think there's anything wrong with the pins. What I'm going to do is switch the set off and just put it. I tell you what, I won't do it on the radio. I'll put it on our jig. I'll just go and get the jig. So our soldering jig here, I'll use this to go in and out of. Now it's going to be the lead. No, mustn't kid myself. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Well, you know what? That's better. Right. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Well, I've done something, haven't I? Right, so we will go over to the aerial instead of the test gear. So it could be Maxcom 7E tomorrow, but I know there's another set in the box. Right. Start off on 19 on UK. 19 Roger. 19 Roger. See what's on CPT apart from nothing and interference. We're on. Try again. One nine, Roger. Or is it 1-4? 1-4, Roger. What a racket. There we go. It lives again. Wonder if we can get hold of these mouldings. Is there a make on it? It's like made in East European community. Right, there you are. Thanks for watching. Midland 78 Plus Multi Blue, latest current model.